This
Right.
is just a soapbox for
No,
a
go
quick.
ahead.
If you're gonna write a deaf character, just get a deaf actor. They exist. Or if you are, for some reason, inherently against that, teach the hearing actor actual sign language. Because just standing up there doing this is, it's infuriating.
Now streaming Backseat Binge.
I'm disappointed in you.
In me?
In you.
What did I do?
Off the bat.
What did I do?
It's not what you did.
It's what I didn't do?
It's what you didn't do.
What didn't I do?
You didn't comment on the one new addition that I spent so much time and effort on, my life's work, that I added to this room. And you don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
I don't.
I'm going to give you a second to look around. What makes it worse is I told you that this was happening.
Did you?
I told you.
Oh, God.
You're looking the wrong way. You're already looking the wrong way.
Oh, God. You keep... you up... No. Yeah, that's new.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Tell the people what's new.
The sword. That looks really cool.
Not any sword.
I know.
The
I
Master Sword.
I don't know what it's called.
From the
You know
Legends
that.
of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
You know
the
I don't know what
DK.
that's called.
Yeah, I know that you don't know the words, but you know the image. You know that it looks different than the last sword I had up there.
That looks really good.
Can you go to my camera real quick? It's kind of hard to point like right there. All that's new. Like I'm sure like you will probably notice that and like compared to other videos and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it wasn't my life work. It actually only took like a couple of days, but still, I'm really happy about it. I don't know. It looks doper than I expected it to.
Yeah, definitely.
The power of 3D printing
Yeah.
has nothing to do with today's episode. But
Nope.
anyway, welcome to another episode of Backseat Binge. I am one half of your host, Moya Media.
And on the other half of your host, Porcus D. Sarah.
I don't know how to word that. Like half of a host? Are we
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Like what is that called? Are we two like one entity of a host, or is it like
I don't know. We could do like co-host maybe? I don't know.
co-host is the word. I
Yeah.
feel like I've heard people use that once or twice before. All right. I'm your co-host. It's too late. We're past that. So, we're past that part. We're also past 2023,
Yep.
right? New podcast, Who This? So, I wanted to talk to you today about a lot of things.
Yep.
Mainly recapping 2023.
Okay.
As a nerd.
Yeah.
As our type of nerd.
Yeah.
We have a lot of games, a lot of anime, a lot of movies. Asterisk on the movies, I guess.
Yeah.
But a lot of content. So kind of want to talk about your opinions on the best and worst of 2023.
I do have opinions.
You do. You have opinions written down.
I have my list. Yeah.
Yeah, the fan fiction master over here. So, so talk to us. What would you say is? Give me some highlights of the year. In your opinion.
Well, do you want me to start with like anime? Do you want me to like? Is there any
Wherever you want to go?
All right, I guess I'll start with anime.
Yeah, just start talking. Let's see what happens.
So obviously we had a lot of continuations, like season 2s of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Most notably, in my opinion, JJK season 2, which the day we're airing this is the day after season 2 ended, and it was rough.
I will say you can spoil it for me, but I think I got like 2 more episodes left in the season.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
You can.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
But yeah, JJK season 2, Vinland Saga season 2, which was amazing. For all you people who were like, it's so boring. You're just dumb.
Vinland Saga. I don't think I've heard of that. I don't think I've seen it.
It's incredible. Good. It's about Vikings. It's great.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Ranking of Kings season 2, which I think aired in 2023. We at least watched the dub, so we watched that in 2023 because it came out.
Okay.
One of my favorite series. I like that season 2 didn't have like a seemingly like overarching story like season 1 did, but like I don't care. I would watch Boji and Kage do anything. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like once you're attached to certain characters, like it doesn't. Yeah.
Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War continued. Just keeps getting better. I'm so excited to see. I mean, because I know what happens because I read the manga, but I'm so excited to see it all animated because it's so good.
Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing like stuff that you read come to life.
Yeah.
So I read. I think I told you before. I read. The only manga I've like completed before the show came out was before that part aired, I guess, was Naruto.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're during that like time period. I think it was during the infinite.
Tsukuyomi.
That word.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide Genjutsu. Yeah, and it felt like, I think it was during that part where it felt like it was like a year of filler straight or something like that. So
Sounds like Naruto.
Yeah, I kind of got over it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to just read the manga and like know what happened.
Yeah. And then last on my list for like continuations would be the Attack on Titan finale, which
Oh, yeah.
I did not think that was how it was going to end, but I liked it. I think upon watching it the first time, I was like, what is this? And then we talked about it, and I was like, oh, okay, I actually really enjoy this. All right, it's fine.
Okay.
Sasageo, my dudes.
So, spoiler for the people at home, because and by people at home, I mean me, because I'm curious. Like I've seen the first season, not even that much. I've seen the first half of season 1. I don't know why I can't. No, you're never gonna. No, nothing.
The thing is that I can't even remotely begin to explain because it'll ruin everything.
Okay, all right. Like I don't know. With certain things, I want the spoilers. Like I want to just know what happened, but I don't want to put the time and effort into watching it. I also don't understand why I consider it time and effort when it's just watching something you enjoy. But I don't know.
Yeah, so Attack on Titan is done, which feels really weird to say. And then new anime that started in 2023, or finished in some cases. There were a lot of great ones, like Hell's Paradise, which I think you actually would really like. If you like Tokyo Ghoul that much, Hell's Paradise, I feel like, has a similar...
I am adding that to the list.
And it also has incredible art, so I feel like you'll like it.
Okay.
And Blue Lock, which I never thought I would be heavily invested in a show about soccer, but here we are. I'm in it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about soccer, but it's just, we're here.
You know it's entertaining now.
Yeah.
Or it can be, at least.
And then I would say, new anime for 2023. Buddy Daddies was probably my favorite of the year. It's like 12 episodes, and you know what? I could have watched like 18 seasons of it, but it also ended so perfectly that it was great.
Okay.
And then Ice Guy and his cool female colleague was adorable.
Is that like a slice of life?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like it would be.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then also 7 minutes 44 seconds. Sarah's talking about One Piece. I guess it counts as a continuation because One Piece has been on forever.
Real quick, we need to make that like a drinking game. Like every time but yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, we got Fifth Gear this year, and I mean, everyone got it spoiled for them as soon as it happened in the manga. We all knew, even if we didn't want to. But yeah, finally getting to see it animated was amazing.
So real quick on that, because I've seen people say that it broke the internet, and it went Fifth Gear and all that stuff, and like it was like everything to a One Piece fan. So as a One Piece fan, I want to ask you, do you feel that's true? Do you feel like it was like the biggest deal on like that has ever happened?
So I feel like it was a big deal for sure. I feel like maybe not the biggest deal because we all just knew it was happening at some point, and I was at the point where I was like, just get to it. Like I'm tired of waiting. It's been pushed back like 7 times. Like just give it to me. So when it finally happened, it was kind of like, wow, this is great, and then also like, oh, thank God, we finally got it.
Right.
Like,
okay, going along with that, so that was like, you know, a big enough deal that like everyone was talking about it. Another question, because I'm trying to think of an answer for myself. What other anime moments would you say compared to that, or that were bigger in general?
ooh.
Right? Because every moment I can think of is not anime. It's like cat picking up the hammer or like, you know, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't. Because I'm trying to think. Like,
I was gonna say, I think you stumped both of us with that question.
there were things I cared about a lot more. I would say that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. almighty push. I don't think that was like a big moment in general, like for like the general consensus, but like as far as the show goes, I feel like that was like the most defining point in Naruto.
Yeah, I agree.
So something to think about, you know.
I'm definitely gonna think about that.
Yeah. Come back to me. You got a week to think about it.
All right.
Next episode, we're gonna talk about this.
And then obviously, I wouldn't be a One Piece fan if I didn't talk about the One Piece live action.
That also had. I don't know why that.
Yeah. It's
okay.
literally the first thing under my best list. It says OPLA for One Piece live action, and then duh in parentheses.
That's fair. So, did you read your list from bottom to top?
No. So what I did when I saw yours was all organized yesterday is I went and like starred all the anime stuff, so I knew to just look for the little stars, because I would have gotten lost in it otherwise.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is the most important or biggest or like whatever to you on that list?
I would say Buddy Daddies.
Wow.
I can't explain it. It's just, I watched it and I mean, you can ask my boyfriend who's sitting over there. The last episode, I sobbed because it was
fair.
so good.
Yeah, that's, hey.
And then probably One Piece live action because it was just so cool, like seeing it all, like the East Blue and like, yeah, it was just amazing.
Right. Okay, that's fair. I respect that list. Okay. For me, anime wise, I guess we'll take turns doing categories or whatnot. So I think the only new anime I've watched or like thing that came out in 2023 was Demon Slayer season 3.
Yeah.
Because everything I've watched a good amount of anime. It's just everything I watched was old. Like I'm just catching up on stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to like get all that into a list for like 1 year because like I've watched a lot, but some of it I'm like, I know this didn't come out this year. So like it's new to me, but it's not new to everybody else.
And that's all that matters, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Tokyo Ghoul is my favorite anime that I've watched in 2023.
Yeah.
But it's not I don't know when the last season came out, but
I think it's been over for a while.
Yeah. Which I'm still mad no one told me about that show. So like whatever.
Well, hey, you have the manga now, so you can read it and look at all the art and yeah. It's incredible.
Main camera real quick. Yep. I got the whole manga right there on display. The people must know it's real.
They must. Yeah.
But no, so Demon Slayer season 3, I want to put that on the list because everyone I talked to about it did not like it.
Really?
Or like didn't like it as much as the previous seasons.
Why not?
And by everyone, I mean my girlfriend and my one friend.
Why not?
I don't know. They just felt like it was underwhelming.
See, I thought it was good. Like I
did too.
I think it was at least as good as the first two.
So I will say, because I don't know what season is what when it comes to Demon Slayer. That's the one show like I can't like.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's,
all the movies and like they're like, oh, this arc has been. And I'm like, I don't know. Just tell me it's a season. Like.
So when I refer to seasons, I'm basically referring to places.
Yeah.
So the place in the entertainment district, I feel like that was probably my favorite.
Yeah, same.
So I don't think I like season 3 because I don't remember the place they were in season 3.
Swordsmith Village.
Yeah. I don't like that season as much, but I still liked it. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Right. It wasn't like watching it and I was like, I'm never gonna watch this show again. Right. I was like, oh, okay. We get to see new people. Like we get to see Mitsuri's backstory. Like that's great. I love her.
Yeah, we get to see Nezuko talk. Like hi, words they exist.
You can do that.
Right. And like the two people I talked to, they mentioned that like I don't actually remember their complaints, but they did say that they didn't like it as much, or they thought it was like kind of underwhelming. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I mean, I get that, I think, but like, I don't feel that. Therefore, you're wrong. But whatever. I liked it.
It was a good season for sure. I know some of the things that happen in the manga. Not that I've read it. People have just told me things because I don't really care about getting spoiled. But like, I'm curious.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to season 4, 5, 7. I don't know. I think it's 4. It's 4 in April 2024. So that'll be a good time.
So Demon Slayer, and then what else? Have you watched anything else that's like current this year?
Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen. I
Yeah.
forgot that quickly.
Yeah.
I just mentioned it like 5 minutes ago.
But you didn't finish season 2
I
yet.
didn't finish it. So I started I started the show, I don't know, like a month ago or 2 or something like that. Whenever it was, I told you that I started.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it was alright. Like I liked it better over time. I'm pretty sure I'm like the only person who's like not obsessed with the show. So sorry to disappoint you and the people at home. Unless there's a lot of people who hate the show, then let me know. Speak up, because we need to unite. But I mean, it's good enough. I think. Like I'm gonna keep watching it. I've seen season 3 was confirmed, so I probably will catch up.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to text me when you finish season 2 and just give me your thoughts, because I had a lot of them.
A lot of opinions. I wanted to binge it real quick right before we filmed this episode, and then I didn't. So I don't. So that's gonna be another like a topic of discussion today, because there's a lot of like honorable mentions from 2023, because they're things that I've heard were dope that I did not watch.
Yeah. Before you finish season 2, did you watch the movie?
No, because I didn't know there was a movie.
Okay, you should watch the movie before you finish season 2.
Interesting.
It's called Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and it takes place a couple of years before season 1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it about Gojo?
Yeah, you're gonna need to watch it before you finish the season.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I will.
Otherwise, you'll be real confused during the last episode.
Joke's on you. I'm already confused. But all right, cool. We'll talk about. I'll name some of like the biggest like gaming stuff, because
Yeah, please talk about games, because I don't.
Yeah, let me put you on game.
Okay.
Huh? See what I did there? I don't feel like you seen what I did there. Anyways, so there's a same with like anime and like movies and whatnot. There's a lot of like honorable mentions and stuff, but just things I didn't play and whatnot, because for those who do follow gaming news, 2023 was stacked.
Yeah.
There was like crazy amount of like high quality games that came out, that like there was like so many like good contenders for game of the year, and like a whole bunch of stuff, and you know, my game didn't win. Whatever, it's fine.
I mean, neither did
you
the
can't see
people's
this board
game,
now,
which
but-
was Spider-Man 2. So.
Yeah, that's true. But which is honestly the only two games I did play. So like my number one pick of like my biggest highlight, obviously as a Zelda fanatic, is Tears of the Kingdom.
I was gonna say your top everything is Tears of the Kingdom.
My top religion, my top like I don't know, favorite rapper, like top, and anything you can think of, like Zelda is somewhere in that category. But no, I think reason Zelda was so dope to me is because Breath of the Wild was like a really big like game changer to the Zelda format, right?
Right, yeah.
And Tears of the Kingdom pretty much improved on that in every way, shape, or form.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know about you, but like to me, it is extremely rare when you have a new like I don't know, I don't want to call it franchise, because obviously Zelda is like really old, but like a new entry or something, that's really good, and then the sequel is only better in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that's like, I can't even name like any movies or anything like that. Like that's only happened for me in like, I don't know, Uncharted 2 and like Kingdom Hearts 2.
Gotcha.
So like that concept is really rare. Like
Yeah.
I've heard people say like other stuff or whatever. So that's why I put so much emphasis on Zelda, because like Tears of the Kingdom was like so dope.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is also another mention, because I told you I like played that game. I beat the game in 2 days.
I know. I remember seeing you that weekend, because we were out at dinner with friends, and you showed up, and I was like, I'm surprised you're here. And you were like, I almost didn't come because, you know, Spider-Man.
Priorities, man. I almost didn't make it. I forced myself to make it, but yeah, like, and the thing is, like, it's not like that game is so that game is the exact opposite of Zelda, in my opinion, in the sense that like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom did so much to improve like the world and like the mechanics and like the everything.
Yeah.
Spider-Man improved like pretty much nothing. Like it was all just a new story, and that was pretty much it. There's like a handful of new mechanics, but like for the most part, it's pretty much the same game, and that was perfectly fine.
Right.
I love the game. Like I didn't like the first Spider-Man was really dope. So like there's also like I'm a fan of like not fixing what's not broke.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I'm pretty sure that's what heard it in the end. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't win Game of the Year.
Gotcha.
But like, I don't care because it was a good game. So when I played it, I honestly turned the PS5 on. 2 days passed. I don't know how. I don't know what happened.
I remember you put on your Instagram story that you beat it, and someone like texted you and was like, "Are you okay?"
I'm not anymore because the game's over. But nah, that was a good game. Obviously, I have to mention the elephant in the room in the gaming industry when it comes to 2023 is Baldur's Gate. Mm-hmm. Crazy impact the game had.
Yeah.
I can't speak on it because I never played it.
Yeah.
I know you said your boyfriend has played it.
He's played it. He played it through once. He's playing through it again now, I think, right? Obsessively, he said, in case y'all didn't hear. And then he and I are going to play it through together. Like, we made characters. Right. And that's as far as we got. So,
As the resident expert of Baldur's Gate, would you say all the hype and accolades and everything that it's received is worth it?
Absolutely. It has the most choice I've ever had in a game. Like, your decisions actually affect what happens drastically.
Okay. Not sure if that went through the mic, but he said absolutely. It's worth it. I'm gonna still say Zelda should have won because I'm biased, but that's fair. That's fine. I respect that decision. So a couple other things that that were really dope. There's a lot of good games that came out this year, yo.
Sounds like it.
A lot. Like Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh yeah.
Have you played that or seen anything of it?
So my only exposure to games is watching my boyfriend play them because sometimes he's in the middle of something and I come home and I'm like, "What are you doing? Who's this guy? What's happening right now?" And then I get like the spark notes while he's like furiously playing somebody.
So if you watch someone play it enough, you basically played it yourself.
Oh, okay. Then, I mean, I guess I'm a gamer then. Shit.
Yeah. That's honestly nowhere near true, but that's what I'm going with. Because you need to feel the stress for yourself. Like, there's a difference between like watching someone play Super Mario and like making the jumps and whatnot, and then there's when you're in the driver's seat yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
But I bring up Mario Kart. I bring up Mortal Kombat because same initials. I don't know how I mixed that up. I bring up Mortal Kombat because that game pretty much also refreshed that entire franchise.
Right, yeah.
So they like rebooted the whole saga or whatever, which like whatever, cool. But the fact is that they added like, so I didn't actually play the game because I don't actually care about Mortal Kombat, but it looked dope though.
Yeah,
I will say that because they added like I think it was an assist feature or whatever, and like they have like a whole bunch of like air combos and whatnot. So like I don't know if you ever seen Marvel vs. Capcom, like those old games, and they're like, I want to say the last one came out like a minute ago. I don't remember. Either way, that game is like super fast paced. There's like a lot of stuff going on the screen, and like I think you have to have ADHD to play the game. Like you have to like your attention span has to be everywhere because there's like so much that's going on. And Mortal Kombat kind of like implemented some of that stuff on it. So like a lot of people, and by a lot of people, me and my friend, have been calling it like Marvel Kombat because like of how like fast paced it is. So like it's a pretty fun game. It's a fun looking game. I didn't actually play it. Yeah. But I do respect it. I do like it. Does look like they put in a lot of work and effort into it. And I'm kind of going not off topic, but like switching gears real quick because that's also on the worst list at the same time. The reason being is because while the PS5 and PC and I assume Xbox version looks really good, they also put it on the Switch.
That seems weird.
So the concept is there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, so to put on to kind of paint the picture, I want to say the game is like 100 gigs, right? Yeah. Huge download file, something like that. I don't know if that's actually the truth or not, but it's a big file. Yeah. There's a lot of like just assets and like graphics and whatnot that's in the game, right? Switch can't handle all of that.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Switch can't handle any of that.
No.
So they put it on the Switch and they downsized the hell out of it. And when I tell you, it looks like a Dreamcast game. Not even. It looks like a game cast. Malibu's Most Wanted reference? No? Nothing? Okay. So it looks like it came out in the 90s. It looks so bad,
Gotcha.
yo. It was so like, there were so many memes. I wish I had pictures I would show you, but like, it looked disgusting, yo. To the point where like all the reviews just was like, nah, don't even try this. Because like, not only did it look terrible, it played terribly.
Oh.
And like, which is kind of wild because like, Switch is a really weak console compared to like PS5 and Xbox Series X. But there's a lot that could be done with it because like Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
So like, it's more so the developers not really wanting to put in the time and effort.
Yeah.
But I can't say it would have been worth it for them. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because like it probably would have sold 7 copies regardless.
Right.
So whatever, that's fair. But the other thing I want to mention that was also really dope for me is Metroid Prime, because I'm also a really big fan of that.
Okay.
And they remastered Metroid Prime 1 for the Switch. Again, another game that like has like none of like the assets of like Mortal Kombat,
right?
But looks really dope on the Switch. Like it looks like really good. People are saying it's like the best looking Switch game.
Oh wow!
So, which might not mean anything to like you know, average PS5 owner or whatever,
right?
But it's dope. It was a dope game. It was like really fun, and I've also never played the game before, so like getting the remastered version now and like HD and like portable and all that stuff. It was a good time. It was fun. I'm looking forward to Metroid Prime 4 whenever we get that in 2075. Hopefully, I'm alive for it. But like or they have technology that extends life. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you know, playing in heaven. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm getting the game.
You're gonna play it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So. Did you play anything at all in 2023? Did you play Pac-Man, Snake? Did you?
Snake. I would love to play Snake again.
Yeah.
I remember having my first cell phone that was like this big, and I had Snake on. I played Snake all the time because I wasn't allowed.
We all did.
Because I wasn't allowed to text. I didn't have texting on it, so all I could do was call my mom or play Snake. So I played a lot of Snake.
Yeah, good old Nokias. I remember. I want to say it was like 7th grade. I forget what it's called, but it was a Nokia phone, and it's like shaped like a bar of soap, kind of.
Oh.
So. Half the keyboard was on one side and the other half was on the other, and there was a screen in the middle. And I had like Pac-Man and Snake or something else. When I tell you, I thought I was the man, yo. Like, you want to talk about like showing your wealth? Like, I swore I was in another tax bracket when I had that phone, yo. So all I did was play Snake on that, and I kind of miss it. I'm not gonna lie, I borderline a little tiny bit miss having buttons on my phone.
Yeah.
Little tiny bit.
It was nice.
That might be the boomer, like in me talking.
Yeah.
But
because even when they started coming out with like like smartphone, but phones that had like screens, I would still buy like the NV that like flipped open and then there was the full key. I think I still have it because I loved it so much.
Was it the chocolate and all that? Like
my sister had a chocolate.
Okay.
I didn't want one. I had. Yeah, the NV was like the fat one that you could that had like the bubble buttons on the front, and then you opened it for the full keyboard. Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. I never had a sidekick.
Me either, and I wanted one so bad.
So bad.
I thought they were so cool.
Yo, that was so I had the Nokia phone, and then sidekicks came out. And I realized that was the real wealth phone. That was the real that was money.
Exactly.
Like you was part of the it crowd if you had a sidekick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never had one. I think I've played with one like twice, and I couldn't get the hang of flipping the screen. Because you gotta like flick it with your thumb or something. And it felt weird. It's a weird concept. Yeah. I wanted it so bad though. Mm-hmm. But so no games.
No.
Gotcha.
Eventually I will play Baldur's Gate, but not in the year 2023.
Okay.
Because we have 1 day left of it.
Yeah, 6 hours to beat the game. Okay, that's fair. Do you have anything that you're looking forward to in 2024? Oh, no, I'm sorry. We didn't talk about movies and stuff, right?
We need to talk about movies.
Yeah. So this is the one category we do share.
Yes, because I have 2 things on my worst of 2023 list, and they both are movies. So.
Okay. I think I have some worse stuff for games as well, but like we'll talk about we'll do movies first.
All right.
Yeah.
So what movies do you have under best of 2023?
All of the ones I've seen, all 2 of them.
All 2 of them.
That's actually, actually, I've seen a handful of movies. I forgot about them. So my number 1 obvious top pick is Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh my God, yeah. I forgot
Right?
to write that on my list.
I'm saying.
But it's on there. It is
Yeah,
there. That
100%.
movie was incredible.
That's by far my favorite movie of 2023. I will say, like, I'm not typically, like, other than superhero movies, I'm not the type to, like, really just go out and watch stuff.
Yeah.
Like, unless I'm, like, really into it or something. But yeah, Across the Spider-Verse, definitely my favorite.
Amazing.
Yeah, what you got?
So I have Godzilla -1.
Was it really that good?
It really was.
Okay, because I've seen a lot of people talked about it, and, like, it was reviewed really highly, so, like...
Yeah. So what happened was my boyfriend went to go see it with a couple of his friends because they just see Godzilla movies together, like, you know. And he came home. As soon as he shut the front door, he was like, you need to watch this movie. We could go see it on Sunday at 10 in the morning if you're interested. Like, you need to see it. And I was like, no. Come on, it's Godzilla. And
See, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking.
And then we saw it, and it is one of the best things that I've seen all year. It is so good.
Okay. See, and that's a weird concept to me, not gonna lie. I feel like Godzilla being a good movie, like, not that I think they're bad per se, like,
They're just campy.
yeah,
It's Godzilla.
Yeah, there's
This one is not campy. He's creepy. Godzilla is creepy in this one. They give him like you can see like his eyeballs better, that like you can see like him looking around. Like it's off-putting. It's very that
sounds creepy.
It's a great movie.
I'm intrigued. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they made it on like a very small budget. Like someone said to the creator, like, "Oh, you had like $15 million," and he was like, "I wish I had that much money." So like they worked with nothing, and it's amazing.
Damn, they had a GoFundMe for that. All
Literally,
right.
yeah.
All right, that's something to keep in mind. I might have to check that out then.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I had that, and then I had Blue Beetle.
As best?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a really fun movie. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I know it got a lot of flack because people thought it was too woke, but like, they're just Hispanic people. Like, you can just say you're a little racist and move on. Like,
are they like? So I didn't see the movie, but I kind of feel like I need to. I don't know why. Like, because I was interested in it and I just never watched it, and I have HBO, so like I have zero reason.
It is so fun. Like, it's
Okay.
it's and George Lopez is like his crazy uncle who's like a conspiracy theorist. It's amazing. He's got like a ponytail. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Like I'm happy to hear that movie's good, which makes it sad that it bombed.
Right.
But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why it bombed because I mean I had a lot of fun watching it.
So people say it's woke. Is it legit just because like there are Hispanic people existing, or is it like?
I mean, like, thinking back, like, nothing in the, correct me if I'm wrong, Damon, but like, he's shaking his head. Nothing in that movie happens that you're like, oh, they're just reaching. Like, no.
Like no pandering or anything like that?
No, because normally if there's pandering, one of us is like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you're kind of, but like, that didn't happen. It was just,
They call Batman a fascist.
they did call Batman a fascist. George Lopez calls Batman a fascist.
I mean, that tracks. All right.
But it's true. So, like,
Yeah, I mean, you know, no argument here.
yeah, but besides that, like, no, it's just a superhero movie, and it's hilarious.
Okay, all right, I'm watching that tonight. I'm gonna make Asia watch it too. I'm not gonna make her. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna strongly
I was gonna
suggest
say,
it.
I like the hesitancy with which you said that. I'm gonna make Asia watch this.
I'm gonna put it on and hope she looks at the TV.
That was made with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I think those are my only movies. I also threw in Loki season 2. It's not technically a movie, but I figured we should talk about it because it was fantastic.
Yeah. So I like Loki. I think I might have mentioned this to you, and I don't remember, but the first episode was like, it was okay, right? Mm-hmm. like the first 2 episodes to me was like,
Yeah.
it was like, all right, whatever. It's good enough to watch. And then the next 3 episodes, like episodes 3, 4, 5, were like, okay, they might be getting somewhere. And the final episode was like way out of like.
I did not see that coming at all.
It was like the amount of like, I don't want to say quality, but like the amount of like how high the story like telling jumps, like like that last episode was everything, yo.
It really was. And like I just love Loki a lot as a character. So like watching him grow is just, I don't know, it got me all emotional.
Yeah. That's a good show.
I really hope it's not the last we see of him, because I adore Tom Hiddleston and I love that he loves being Loki, so I hope he's not done. I don't know how they would work him in now though.
Yeah.
But I hope they find a way.
I do feel like with Kang being gone.
Yeah.
I feel like with Kang being gone, logically it'd probably make the most sense for Loki to be done as well. Just the way it wrapped up. I don't really want that to be the case.
Definitely not.
But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do there.
Yeah.
But I want to bring a couple of my movies. So I'm kind of surprised that you didn't mention Super Mario Bros.
See that one? Like,
what?
I'm not at all saying it was like worst. It was just very like.
That's what I'm hearing. That's word for word what you just said.
It was fine. It was a fun movie. Oh my gosh! You know what I didn't put on here that I should have? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh yeah,
That was so good.
I did see that too. Yeah,
that was so good. Ice Cube as Superfly was brilliant.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, that's why they play Superfly when he walks out.
And at one point he reference one of his own songs when he goes 6 a.m, police at my door. He's just Ice Cube doing a little ice.
Yeah, I did not read.
Even as a Jerry curl.
He does have the Jerry curl.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Wow, I gotta rewatch that movie now.
That was such a good movie.
Wow, mind blown.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie is hilarious to me. Like I
Yeah, and Paul Rudd is the little lizard guy when he goes, "People's they gots to go." Like it just, I don't know, it just kills me every single time.
Yo, the part that had me dying, I was in the theater crying, yo. They when they were like pretending to be New Yorkers. And he was like, we outside, yeah. I was crying. Then I started thinking it's probably problematic because they're imitating black people, but at the same time, it was hilarious. I didn't care. That scene alone made the whole like the movie was good, but that scene alone was like perfect to me.
Yeah, I like when they're in the school, and I forget which one, but one of them looks at someone's locker, and he's like, "Attack on Titan? I don't even know this person, and they know me better than anyone could ever hope to." And then when they're fighting Superfly, and he's like, "Attack on Titan, their nape. We have to get the back of his neck." I was like, "Oh my god, this is so funny."
I love when like shows and like movies or whatever reference other like pop culture stuff. Like Jujutsu, that's the best thing about Jujutsu Kaisen to me.
Yeah.
Like I think he learned in the beginning. What's his name?
Yuji.
Yuji mentions like how he wants to learn a Rasengan or something like that. I was like, I like that.
And I like that he says he likes girls like Jennifer Lawrence.
It's so random. But yeah, that's fair. Back to the Super Mario Bros. Slander real quick.
There's not slander. It was
that's
a
what
fun
I'm hearing.
Movie.
Because that movie was so dope.
It was. Listen, they gave us the Peaches song, which is stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
Which is not nominated, by the way.
Which is insane.
I forget what because all the awards are.
Give Jack Black all the awards.
Was it like the Grammys or Oscars or something that nominates like
Grammys is music.
There might be Grammys, yeah. But the Barbie song, the It's Just Ken or whatever, that's nominated. But
I mean,
but Peaches. I'm not like no slander.
They both should be nominated.
Yeah,
They're
Peaches
both great.
is everything to me. Yeah. Peaches is also that also had me crying in the theaters. Yeah. Like, you could tell. Like I don't know. One of the best things to me is when you can tell an actor is like really just having fun, like just being straight up stupid.
Yeah.
My man was in the booth like just like having the time of his life.
And I love that he went to like the premiere and stuff, like dressed up as Bowser. Like that's so fun to me.
Yeah.
And Charlie Day is Luigi is the best. He is the perfect voice. I just wish there was
100%.
more Luigi because I needed more of Charlie Day being himself.
I think why I put that movie in such high regards is because I am a Mario fan. And I think, not to say that you didn't catch any of this, you probably did or didn't, I don't know, but let me know. The amount of like references and like just content from the entire Mario universe that they put into this hour-and-a-half movie, and it made sense and it fit so well. Yeah. Like, it was just so dope. Like, one of my favorite games is Luigi's Mansion. And they had a whole Luigi's Mansion segment in it. Yeah. They mix in the Mario Kart theme so well. Like, just a whole bunch of, like, Mario Galaxy. Like, everything. Like, all of the different, like, Mario aspects. They mix into this movie really well. Yeah. And also, because I think I'm kind of, like, it's more so me hoping rather than anything that I've seen. But, like, we got the Super Mario Bros. Movie, right? And it did really well. I think it's like the highest animated movie or one of the highest animated movies of all time or something like that. Or it's up there. Yeah. We got Sonic 1 and 2. We got Detective Pikachu. And we got Zelda coming out. Yeah. Which unfortunately is live action. I'm hoping they kind of switch it to anime. Not gonna lie.
I feel like that would be a weird one to translate to live action.
But that being said, also they had the whole Donkey Kong like saga in there too. Yeah. So that like it was cool to see all that incorporated. But the Mario movie means so much to me because I don't know if you know this. Actually, I want you to guess. Can you guess what my second favorite franchise of all time is?
Is it Super Mario?
No, it's Super Smash Bros. If they do a Super Smash Bros. Universe, like Super Smash Cinematic Universe, I'm gonna cry, yo. You will see a 6'2" black man cry. At least this one. I don't know how many of them you've seen, but like, I'm gonna be, oh my goodness, yo. Like, I fully believe Nintendo Cinematic Universe could trump like any other universe. Like, easily, like, destroy the MCU, destroy DC, destroy anything. Because the biggest thing that they already had, more than anything else, were, like, fans. Right. Not to say that the MCU didn't have fans beforehand, but, like, the Avengers was, like, I don't say low tier. They were, like, a B-list, like, squad, basically. Yeah. The movies made them popular. Right. Mario and Friends are already dumb popular. True, yeah. So, like, if they do a Smash universe, oh my goodness. And the Super Mario movie, I feel like sets it up so well. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping to see like Sonic running at the end of the movie. It was like, yo, we need help. And it just ends like that. Yo, I would have.
I am excited for Sonic 3 next year also.
I am too.
Because that was another one that we went into being like, all right, this is gonna be dumb. And then the entire time we were like, cracking up. It was they're both so funny.
I would say Sonic 2 had no business being as good as it was. Yeah. Like 100%, because like, not that Sonic 1 was bad. I think it was, I remember liking it like enough. Yeah. But like everything included, like with I don't know if you remember how bad Sonic looked at first.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, and the internet bullied them into like making Sonic look good. Yeah. Which is the only time I condone bullying because like, good job.
But it's for the greater good.
Yes. Sonic 2 was like really like to me surprisingly good. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to because I'm also a pretty big fan of Sonic, like that franchise or whatnot. And Shadow is my favorite character. So the fact that they introduced Shadow at the end and like he's gonna be like the main antagonist at the third movie, that's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
So, looking forward to that. And if they have, like, I don't know, Sonic and Shadow fighting and then whatever, they become friends because that's how things work in that universe. And I kind of hope it doesn't, but whatever. The movie ends, you see Mario pop through a portal, be like, hey, we need your help. I'm going to cry. Like, I'm going to go off. I'm just, come on. Someone ask for help. That's all I want. But, yeah. That being said, other than Spider-Man, Super Mario Bros. Best movie of 2023. Hands down.
All right, yeah. Well, I think we've covered all of the bests. Oh. I think it's time we get to the worsts.
I think it is time we talk about The Flash.
That is one of the 2 movies that I have under worst.
So actually, no. Before we do worst, there is a movie that I do need to mention.
Okay.
And not that it's the greatest movie of all time. It's just so much better than I expected it to be.
Okay.
Again, can you guess what it is? You probably can if you just look at the screen over there. That's right, Barbie.
I had a feeling it was going to be that was a really good movie.
It was so I will say Barbie, so I'm like obviously pro-black and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like I'm not really the biggest fan of like pandering and like, you know, stuff being too woke, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm all for like recognition and like jabs here and there and stuff like that. But like when the entire film is about like pushing an agenda or whatever, and then like to me it's like kind of annoying. Barbie is the one movie that I feel that's the case, but I still like a lot.
Yeah.
Because that whole movie is about like the patriarchy, right? But it's so funny though.
The part when Ken says, as soon as I realized patriarchy wasn't about horses, I lost interest, is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yo, that... And he like... Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really remember this part like that, but like doesn't he like becomes like... not sexist, but like he realizes that men have like mad power.
Yeah.
Like that's hilarious to me. Like I don't know why. That whole movie was like quote unquote woke, but I loved it. Like it was so funny.
They found the right way to do it, I think.
Yeah, because
they found the sweet spot.
I think the whole movie's like sarcastic though.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why it's funny. Like they're not
Right.
serious at all. They're
Yeah.
like, I feel like this is one of the movies where they chill, laugh, like
Right.
enjoy yourself.
Things are funny sometimes.
Right.
I love the part when Barbie is talking about how she doesn't feel that pretty, and then
Yeah, the
Ellen Mirren
narrator.
comes on and is like, let it be known, she's not the right person to make this point.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again because
Yeah.
that was a funny movie.
Yeah, that was a good time for sure.
Don't think it was movie of the year. I don't know if you like follow IGN at all, but IGN, big website, they gave Barbie movie of the year. Disagree with that statement, but
I mean, it was a
Yeah.
good movie. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm not totally mad, but I do feel like nah.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Verse should have got that, or I think Spider-Verse should have got that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, back to the Flash.
Back to the worst of 2023.
Yeah.
We can definitely talk about the Flash first.
I'm gonna let you lead this one because I actually haven't seen the Flash. I just seen all the trailers and was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, we should have learned from the trailers that it wasn't going to be good. We should have learned from Ezra Miller's horrific pattern of behavior that they should not have still been the Flash. But
Yeah.
nope. Let's just roll with this whole movie. And then we regrettably spent money to rent it, and the entire because it was one of those we were like, let's just see how dumb this is.
Right,
Like,
that's
we're
fair.
we're bored. Let's just see. And the entire time we both were like, this is preposterous. Like, this is so dumb.
So I've seen that people the most consistent, I guess, positive review was that Ezra Miller did a good job. Like their performance is solid.
Yeah, that's the sad part, is that they're a really good actor. They're just an unhinged person.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, I feel like being hunted by the police and then getting on Instagram to be like, ha ha ha, you guys can't find me. No. You're no longer the face of this movie. Like, they should have just gotten the guy from the show to be the Flash.
Grant
in the
Gustin.
movie.
I feel like I, for the most part, hate's a strong word. I dislike the CW Arrowverse or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because it's just not good. But Grant Gustin is like a really good actor.
Yeah.
Do you watch it? Did you watch that show?
I have not. I just know that people love Grant Gustin's Flash.
Yeah, like it's warranted. His love is warranted. It's like he's a really good actor. So I fully believe if they would have replaced Ezra Miller with Grant Gustin, then that movie would have got close to breaking some records. Like I think like all the fans would have went to watch it just cause. Like it could have been the same movie. Like it could have been just as bad.
But it would have been Grant Gustin instead. So people would have been like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We love that guy.
I think people like because I think it did bomb. Like I think they lost a lot of money on it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I feel like they definitely did.
a lot of people, I would have watched it. I don't know that much. But yeah, I didn't see the movie. I don't think I'm going to, just because I don't care. But I do. Well, one thing that was funny is that you know the scene where Wanda and Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness, where Wanda's like, I forget what she said word for word, but she's like, it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
I'm the villain.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fair. Mm-hmm. I seen a meme of that, but instead of like the two people, it was not Grant Gustin. It was Ezra Miller and Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is like, it's cool when you do it. And then he gets fired.
Well,
for like doing not even a quarter of what Ezra Miller did.
Right. Yeah. So. Jonathan Majors just trying to compare himself to Martin Luther King Jr. and Barack Obama.
That was his biggest crime, honestly. That's what we need to address.
Telling his girlfriend she to be more like Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama. Sir.
Which, like...
sit all the way down. Like...
That's funny to me for so many different reasons. Like... Number one, why? Like, forget the fact that he's talking to, like, a white woman about this. Right. I feel like that's a weird statement to any woman. Like, I don't know.
Here's the thing. Even if you fully believe you are a Martin Luther King Jr. or Barack Obama caliber man, some thoughts stay inside. They don't all need to come out your mouth. You keep that tucked away back here. When you look at yourself in the mirror, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the next Martin Luther King. Sure. Hype yourself up in the morning. Do not ever let that pass your lips. Like
some inside thoughts do need to remain inside.
That was one of them.
Yeah. That's like, I don't know. That whole thing was just funny to me because
God, yeah.
What they did, I just imagine like. Was she supposed to like walk around in suits all day? Like I don't like what does that?
Like I don't even like what was she supposed to? What were the criteria?
So, like, I know he meant to, not be outside drunk at like 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
Like, does anyone ever mean to be outside drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Study says no. So, like, that's just a funny thing, and like he thinks he's like a like that caliber of a man, which is like funny because like. He did like 2-3 movies that are like really big, and that's it.
And like in his defense, they're really good. Creed 3 is one of the. Oh, that was this year too, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think it. Okay, that's also on my best list.
Yeah,
Despite what happened to him after, that movie was phenomenal.
That was a good movie.
That was a fantastic.
The Dragon Ball Z punch effect, that alone was.
That whole shonen anime fight. Oh my god, that was brilliant. Yeah. That movie was incredible.
100% agree with that. But yeah. Wouldn't say you Obama's status, but you got some good movies.
Yeah.
But kind of off topic real quick. Do you feel like they should have fired him or like should have got rid of King or like how do you feel about that whole situation based on what you know?
So I like that they waited until court happened and then he got charged and then they were like, okay.
Yeah, they didn't want to do another Johnny Depp.
Right, because that's one of the reasons I still haven't watched The Last Fantastic Beasts is because they fired him when, so like that really bothered me. But like it's, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when like it's, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about this clearly because I can't form a coherent sentence. But I'm glad that they like waited it out. And then court happened. He got charged. We found out this whole Coretta Scott King nonsense. And then they were like, "Oh, okay, you're actually done. Thanks."
Yeah, I would say so. Real quick, Johnny Depp. That trial only made me realize that I don't know what that man looked like. Because he's drastically different in every single film.
Yeah,
I could have walked right past him in court and would not have known it was him. And like, so that's what I realized about that.
Yeah.
But as far as like Jonathan Majors goes, I fully believe Disney was gonna let him go regardless. I think they waited because like they sent out the text like an hour. Like they announced it like an hour after like the verdict got announced.
Yeah, some higher up at Disney was like, "You tell me what you're gonna do before you announce it, so we've got it ready to go." And then they were like, "Oh, all right,
right,
charge fired." Bam.
So, and I think that's like, I will say, like, it sucks that, like, he got let go for the simple fact that, like, based on what I've seen, I don't necessarily know that, like, letting him go is the best idea or not, or, like, not even best idea if it was warranted, just because, like, from what I understand, he basically got convicted for trying to get away from her and damaging her finger in the process or something like that, or trying to get her phone or whatnot. Which, whatever, like, I feel like I see why the conviction happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree, but also don't care. Like, he'll be fine regardless.
Right, yeah.
What I will say, though, is I don't care for King. So I actually don't mind him, like...
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, I didn't care that much about the character, but, like, his performance, I was like, whoa.
Right.
He's a very good actor.
Which is a really good transition segue to another one of the worst.
The other movie on my worst of 2023 list, which is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
So, Ant-Man... So, I don't really care about those movies like that, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I don't. But I will say Ant-Man gave me a really good moment to enjoy. And it was the part where John... Kang was like A-Town stomping on dudes like face with the Timbs on. That's classic. Like that's cinematic beauty.
My favorite part was when they were fighting and he went, "I am Kang and you talk to ants." I was like, all right, you didn't have to put it in perspective like that for me, sir.
The irony is that he lost to ants.
Exactly.
I would say it definitely did the I can't even say that much. I was gonna say it did the worst, but no, it didn't do worse than the other item on the list, which is the Marvels.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that one yet. I know you did.
I seen it, and personal opinion, I don't know. It wasn't as bad as people made it seem.
Okay.
It just did really bad because, like, I think people are over Marvel not producing, like, endgame quality content.
Yeah, even though everything can't be endgame quality. Like... I
honestly don't think endgame is endgame quality at this point. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, we're talking about it so much.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, endgame is everything to me, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah,
but
same.
I think, honestly, if that movie came out, like... 2 years ago, like, let's say if it came out right before Spider-Man No Way Home, it would have did so much better, and I think it would have been like, it would have made a lot more money. It wouldn't be the lowest grossing MCU film. It probably would have got reviewed a lot better too.
Gotcha.
I think the Marvels just came out at a really bad time because like of everything that led up to this point.
Yeah.
Because people were over it already. Like at this point, you had to have an amazing film.
Right. People have been over it since Spider-Man No Way Home.
Pretty much, yeah.
And even before then, they've been over it since Endgame.
Right.
So.
That being said, it ain't the best movie.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't say it's a good movie. Like it has a lot of problems, but like it's enjoyable enough.
Okay.
I guess. Like I don't know. Like it's a lot of people called it fun. I didn't really think it was fun. I think I smiled like once. Didn't even laugh. Like I just like, huh. And that was it. But yeah, I don't know. It was good enough, I guess, to mention. But
all right. Do you have any? Was that all the things you had under worst movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do like honorable mentions?
Yeah, hit me with some honorable mentions.
All right. I think the only thing on here that I haven't talked about yet was not really related to anything, but going to Techo, because that was just a lot of fun. That was like the biggest convention that I've been to so far, and it was great.
Okay. Techo, that's like in April, I want to say.
July.
Yeah, it was a month. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing like walking through downtown Pittsburgh in cosplay and just sweating profusely because it's July.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that don't seem like... Was it at least cool inside once you got in? Like, air conditioning?
It was better inside for sure.
Okay, cool. Because I've never actually been to Techo, but I've said con.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. That reminds me, speaking of, like, not actual, like I guess, obscure, like, topics or whatever.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to mention as far as, like, best gaming, like, things for me, at least, was this year was a pretty big year for, like, portable gaming.
Okay.
and I think I've told you about this before, but like the ROG Ally came out this year, which is like the dopest thing in the world to me. Basically, it's a portable PC.
Oh, okay.
And it's dope because like it basically looks like a Switch on steroids. So like it's like portable, but you can play like Cyberpunk, GTA, Skyrim, like whatever, pretty much like any game you can play on your computer. It's not as strong as like a full-fledged like desktop,
right?
But you can play like a lot of games. Like I played Final Fantasy VII remake a couple of days ago. Spider-Man 1 is on there because you know whatever's on Steam,
right? Okay, yeah.
And there's a bunch of like, it's a computer.
Yeah.
So like pretty much anything you get on your computer is dope. And there's a bunch of handhelds that came out that were just like real big honorable mentions. Like the Lenovo Legion Go, which is, I don't know, a lot for me to say. But it's like the ROG Ally on steroids.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it's like super steroids for the Switch, but it has the same concept. Like you can detach the controllers off of the Legion. It has like an 8-point-something-inch screen, which is huge.
Yeah.
And yeah, like these portable gaming PCs are becoming a really big thing now. And we talked about sidekicks. Like there's one that looks like a sidekick that like has like a screen. I mean, a screen. They all have screens. One that has like a keyboard on it and whatnot that you like flip up or like push up and whatnot. So like a lot of them look really dope. And I'm a huge fan of it because I don't know if it's like my attention span or what, but I cannot sit at a computer and play games for like a long time. Yeah. I don't know why. Like it has to be, the only game I play is League of Legends on my like at my desk. Yeah. Which I don't recommend. It's toxic. Don't do it. Like that's the one game I tell people to stay away. I'm trying to get help. But like that's the only game I play at my computer for like a long period of time. And I think for me it's because like I need something that's like competitive. Yeah. So I can't just play like, I don't know, like Baldur's Gate. Like I feel like that's not something that I'm able to play at my computer, although I've been told that I probably should. Whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Because I also have it, and I'm also going to try to play it. Yeah. But, what was that?
Try, please.
Try. All right. I will try. I've been told to play it too many times, so I kind of, and I own it, so I kind of have to play it.
You mentioned Steam, and it reminded me. So I have a Steam account, because, you know, I have a computer and games, and they sent me, like, here's your 2023 Wrapped.
I know exactly what it is.
I need to just read it because as soon as I got it, I was like, I'm saving this so that I can tell Moya about it. Okay. I don't know where to put. Okay. If it feels like loading. It might not. But we'll get to that.
All right. Can I guess your number one game?
Sure.
Is it that packing game?
It might be. Okay. Here it is. So my Steam year in review. 2 games played. 1 new game. My longest streak is 1 day.
Oh, okay.
Unpacking was the game that I played the most.
Hey.
It was 53% of my playtime, and I played 2 sessions. The other one was Cult of the Lamb, which was 47% of my playtime. Funny. And I also played 2 sessions.
Okay, all right, well, something.
Yes, so that was it.
That's funny.
Jesus.
All right, well, that's, I think, all the highlights I can think of. Yeah. And lowlights.
I think we got them all.
Lights in general. What are you looking for or forward to in 2024?
Well, I feel like it would be silly to not say looking forward to this podcast.
Hey.
Launching in 2 days from now when we're recording it.
Yeah, by the time they're listening, launching now.
Yeah, it's launched.
Yeah, you're already listening.
It's launched.
Good plug.
Make us go viral. So yeah, podcast for sure. KatsuCon in February, because that's going to be awesome. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
Yeah. I still need to figure out if I'm cosplaying, who I'm cosplaying, all that fun stuff that I haven't figured out yet.
Asia and I are doing Tokyo Ghoul
Oh, that's right, because you've got the Kaneki mask. Is she gonna do Juzo?
Yes. Yes.
I love that. Juzo's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Juzo's like such a Asia character. Cause like
Really?
Yeah, it's like because Juzo respectfully. Not saying this is like my girlfriend at all, but Juzo is so dumb, Like there was like not even dumb, just like airheaded, I would say.
Yeah.
So there was like one scene specifically, and I'm pretty sure this is what solidified her canon event. There was a scene where like they're having a meeting at the I forget what they're called, like the cops basically.
Is that the CCG?
I don't remember.
Is that? I don't remember. It's been too long since I watched Tokyo Ghoul.
And they're all the like higher ups or whatever are having like a really important meeting. This is like a life or death type meeting, and Juzo's just like staring at the ceiling, like looking like every single time that like Juzo's on camera, he's looking the wrong way, just zoned out.
Yep.
It's like that, and I feel like it wasn't even supposed to be funny, but the fact that we caught it, was like I was dying. It was like seeing that, I was like, "Yep, that's it." But all right, sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. But yeah, so Katsucon is going to be amazing. By the time this airs, it'll probably be out already, but one of my favorite manga series, A Sign of Affection, is getting an anime adaptation, and it starts, I think, January 6th or 7th. So I cannot wait to watch that.
Okay.
And then another one of my favorite manga series, Given, which already has like a season 1 and a movie, but it's getting another movie that comes out sometime in January. So very excited for that too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I would say things I'm looking forward to. Movie-wise, there's apparently only one MCU movie coming out.
I tried to look it up yesterday because I was like, are there even any coming out next year?
There's one. And Deadpool.
Oh, okay. That's I want that.
Yeah. I think that better be a good film. I feel like it's kind of hard for it to not be.
If it's not, I'm gonna be furious.
That's fine. We'll just riot.
It's a Deadpool movie. Like it has to be good.
I can't even say it will be good. I can 100% guarantee it'll be funny.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about at this point.
And they have Hugh Jackman in it too. So like
we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, that one I'm not worried about. I can say with confidence that'll be a great movie.
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm not necessarily excited for this, but what's his name? Echo comes out.
Oh yeah, I do really want to watch that.
Yeah, I don't care about the character Echo or Wilson Fisk, but Daredevil's supposed to be in it, right? I know. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I
you don't care about Wilson Fisk.
The character, no. I like the guy who plays him.
I was gonna say, you better put some respect on Vince D'Onofrio right now.
Yeah. No, he portrays that character really well, but like, I think like he was in Hawkeye, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't really like his portrayal in that. Not the acting, just like the stuff. To be fair, I didn't really like the show or like that, to be honest. But so that kind of turned me off. But like, I like him, so like I'm okay with like I'm looking forward to him.
Okay.
But the same thing also kind of happened with Daredevil, and She-Hulk. So I didn't really like how they had Daredevil in the She-Hulk show.
See, I loved that. I thought that was great.
I think them like they hooked up or something, right?
They did.
I think that was cool, but like Daredevil himself just seemed too like playful and like just jokey around and stuff like that. That kind of bothered me. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like he was always more of a serious character, at least in his show.
Yeah.
But that didn't turn me off for some odd reason. So I am looking forward to seeing Daredevil in Echo, because he is in that show, right?
I don't know. I hope so.
I think he's in that show.
I hope so. Oh yeah, we watched the trailer and there was like a flash of him, I'm pretty sure, right?
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen a single trailer or anything.
There was like a real quick one and there was like a flash of him.
Okay.
So that's right.
Yeah. So probably
That'll be out I think January 10th.
Something like that.
And I think they're doing all the episodes at once.
That's
like
good.
It's not like a weekly, so we can just binge the whole. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm excited about that. Okay. I just love stuff that has deaf characters who are played by deaf actors, because like what was the movie that we watched, Damon, where Ruby Rose was pretending to be deaf and it was just bullshit?
John Wick 2.
John Wick 2. They got Ruby Rose and she's supposed to be a deaf person and she's just up there like. Which is nothing. So, like, if you're gonna... This
Right.
is just a soapbox for
No,
a
go ahead,
quick
go ahead.
If you're gonna write a deaf character, just get a deaf actor. They exist. Or if you are, for some reason, inherently against that, teach the hearing actor actual sign language. Because just standing up there doing this is... It's infuriating.
I like to think Ruby Rose is just throwing out Naruto hand signs, like just.
I wish it was even that cohesive. She was just literally doing nothing with her hands.
I'm terrible with names. I'm going to say this every single time I try to think of someone's name. But the actor who played, I don't remember the character's name, in Eternals, the speedster.
She is actually deaf.
She's deaf.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is a deaf actor, and I love her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely one of the highlights of that. She was the highlight. I don't think there was any.
Yeah, I loved her in that movie.
But I will say, to go along with your point, I agree with that. But also, there are certain actors who can do certain things a little too well, to the point where, like, I don't know. So, like, for example, seeing Charlie Cox see, like, looking at him with his eyes open, he looks weird, yo. Like, there's no way he can see.
I actually just read something that was like different times actors bombed interview or auditions. And he went to one after like 2 years of Daredevil. And he said that during the audition, they were like, "Why aren't you looking at us?" Because he was so used to not looking, because he was so used to being Matt Murdock, that he was like, "Oh shit, like I have to look at people."
That's funny.
He's like won awards for playing Daredevil. Like blind people have given him awards for how well he's played Daredevil.
Like, how does he look blind? He just naturally looks blind, yo.
He's just fantastic. He's just brilliant. I remember he's in the first episode, I think, of Downton Abbey, which is a show that I love. And my boyfriend and I were watching it, and as soon as he showed up, he was like, he can see? Why is Daredevil in this? He can't see. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He clearly can see. He's got eyes, and he's looking at this person.
Nah, it's echolocation. That's how he's doing any other gig at this point, to be honest. Because, like, even, like, I'm not even talking about, like, him in, like, other, like, movies or shows and whatnot. Just Googling, looking at pictures of him, he just looks like he can't see. Like, that's how well he acts, yo. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to take my word for it. It is like like, I will never get used to, like, him looking. Right. Like, it's just such a weird concept. But he does that really well.
He does.
So, looking forward to seeing any more of him, of that.
And I personally am kind of glad that they had like a team of writers for Daredevil Born Again, and then one day they just looked at everyone and was like, "You guys aren't good enough. You're all fired." Because it sucks that the show was delayed, but also it means we're gonna get better writers who write better Daredevil, which is what I want and need.
Get the OG Netflix writers for that.
Literally, get them. They knew what they were doing.
I need to see more of Boomerang, because what's his name? Not Boomerang. Bullseye? Do you remember the Bullseye? Yeah, we need to see more of him. Do you remember him? Like, he was like season 3. He was like the Daredevil clone.
Oh, I haven't watched season 3 yet.
Well, spoilers. My bad.
Fine. It's fine. Did you know? Apparently, it's rumored that Foggy and Karen are not supposed to be in Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, I did hear that.
I don't like that.
I strongly disagree with that decision.
I don't like that one bit. Y'all listen to me.
Decide which camera you look at.
I can't. Get them back.
You better do that.
I swear to God.
Yeah, I think so. I do like Karen a lot, but a little biased, I guess. Foggy is more of a miss for me. Like, that Foggy was everything. Karen was a lot of things. Yeah. Foggy was everything. But I think we need the team back as a whole. Yeah. It is rumored to, I guess Spider-Man 4 is rumored to be like a street level Civil War.
Oh, I did see something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like, I think Ant-Man, Daredevil, Echo is rumored to be in it. I think there's someone else.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. That's not Echo. Yeah, it was Jessica Jones. Yeah. And like, I have mixed feelings on that because like, you'll see in like the Spider-Man episode we have, I don't like how Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, it's basically big celebrity name featuring Tom Holland. Like in every single one of his trilogy, like in every movie in his trilogy, it's always like the first one is Iron Man, second one is
Jake Gyllenhaal, Mysterio.
Jake Gyllenhaal, and not even him, Nick Fury. I don't know why I can like, yeah,
Samuel L. Jackson.
right? Yes, that guy. I don't like. I don't know. I'm bad with things. Isn't even an excuse at that point. Like
Samuel L. Jackson. You have no excuse.
That's the name. Like if you can remember one name
it
ever,
is Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Like, but like the first one is like Robert Downey Jr. Second one is Samuel L. Jackson. Third one is Doctor Strange, and the other two Spider-Man. So it's like,
so they overshadow him.
Yeah. So I was like, I would like for there to be a Spider-Man film that's like where Tom Holland's like the biggest star in the film,
right?
And like it's focused on him, his Spider-Man and whatnot. Not to say like the other ones don't, but like,
there's always it's always like him and someone else.
Yeah.
But I feel like now with the way that No Way Home ended, we might actually get that because now no one knows he ever existed. So it is just him. So like,
but I think it gets like kind of over. That's why like my biggest issue with like the idea of like a street level Civil War.
Yeah. Being
Spider-Man 4. Like I like the idea of a movie,
but you want it to be just here's what Spider-Man is up to after No Way Home. Right. Here's him just trying to figure it out.
I think what that is, the street level Civil War should be its own film. Again, shouldn't be
Spider-Man 4.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that, but I don't know. Well, again, that's just a rumor, so who knows?
Right.
So also coming out in 2045, so
yeah, we'll be retired by then.
Yeah. Spider-Man for home nursing home. That's the word. There we go.
maybe by that point we'll have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man 3.
We need that
because my God, he deserves it.
Yeah, we need that. Other things I'm looking forward to. There's this game called The First Descendant. And I'm not going to get into too much detail because you're not going to know any of what I'm about to say. All you need to know is when that game drops, I am going to be addicted to it.
Like worse than when Spider-Man 2 came out?
Yes, because it's MMO. So it's like ongoing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to be addicted for longer.
Okay.
So basically, it's like the quickest way I could explain it is it's a shooter. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen like Destiny or like any other looter shooters. Do you know any of the words I'm using right now?
No.
Okay. Just to solidify my sanity. Damon, have you seen The First Descendant?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you going to be playing it?
Probably.
We will play together because I'm Alright, so basically it's like shooters, but like they have like the characters have like abilities. So like it's not one for one, but like it's similar to like I consider like Avatar.
Okay.
So like there was a character who has like fire abilities, another one with water powers, like all this stuff. So it's like it's a really dope mix between like the abilities and the weapons that they use.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to be on it for life, pretty much. Assuming it's going to be as good as the open beta was. Because they had an open beta in November, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And that game was addictive.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to be on that for a minute. They also announced, because you know Spider-Man 1 and 2, and then Miles Morales had his own game. They announced Wolverine.
Didn't that get leaked? Wasn't that part of that whole leak?
Yeah, it got leaked.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, the leak looked bad, so that makes me think that the game is not coming out anytime soon.
Yeah.
But one can hope that like we get some type of like, I don't know, trailer or announcement or something in 2024. I'm at least hoping for more info. That'd be cool. And excuse me. Another thing is I also kind of don't see this happening, but you never know. Maybe there is a God. Switch 2. The Switch Pro, Switch Successor, Switch whatever you want to call it, has been rumored for forever. And Nintendo typically goes on like, I want to say 7 or 8 year like life cycles with their consoles. 6 or 7 years, I think it is.
Yeah.
And the Switch came out in 2017. So this would be, math is hard, 7 years.
Yeah.
So now would be the time to like hopefully get some type of like announcement for like a new Switch or like new console in general. Because I want more games. Like I like there's certain games like with Nintendo, it's like they release once per console, right? So like new Smash, new I think Zelda's like probably two 2 games on the console, like whatever. So a new console to me will signify like new games coming out. And I think I mentioned earlier, Metroid Prime 4 is a thing. And at least it was announced like 2019.
Okay.
We haven't heard about it since. So I'm hoping that Metroid Prime 4 comes out as a launch title for the Switch 2 in like November of 2024.
Yeah.
One can hope. That's like me shooting a shot from like half court at this point. But like, hey, I don't know. Anything's possible. So what if you had to pick one thing you're most excited for that you know for a fact is coming in 2024?
Right now, I probably would say Katsu.
Katsu, okay.
I'm just really excited to like meet. I mean, by the time this airs, we might have already been to Katsu.
Yeah.
But we'll just backdate it, I guess. But I get to like meet a lot of my friends from like the internet for the first time. So it's
internet friends are fun.
They are. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so you haven't really been to like a real, what I call a real convention. Not to, I don't mean to keep coming at you, but like, but yeah, it'll be a fun time. I think like, yeah, just, unless it's not, I'll be disappointed if it's not, but I think it will be.
If it's not a good time, I'm gonna come at you because you have been
respectfully,
on me
you should,
for like
100%.
a full year about KatsuCon.
You should. I deserve it at that point. Like if KatsuCon is trash, it is 100% my fault.
It's your fault.
100%. But yeah, like I haven't been to a con since, well, other than Colossal Con, I haven't been to one since before COVID. So
okay.
Yeah, I assume it's like pretty much the same as it is now. Also, real quick honorable mention before we end, because like it's getting to the point. You know what E3 is, right? Or was.
That's something game related, isn't it?
The electronic. Electronic's one of the words, and expo is the last word. What's the third E? I don't remember. Either way, it's like they get. It's. Oh, that's awkward. So, either way, like you know how you know something until you try to speak it and you realize you don't know what it is.
Do you know what E3 is? No, what is it? Great question. I actually don't know myself.
I swore I knew what it was, but either way, it's like basically like the biggest like gaming convention, I guess.
Okay.
Where like all the big companies like Sony, Xbox, like Bethesda, Activision, whatever, come out and announce like all their like biggest games of the year. And it's usually in July, June. It's usually in June, and they just announced because the last like I want to say 2 or 3 years they've been struggling to open or whatever, struggling to whatever. I think it was because of COVID. Yeah, that they're finally done, and they're no longer doing E3 anymore. So I don't remember when the last one was. I don't know if there was even one in 2023, but they were still relevant. It was just more so they're every year, like since like 2020, they were like, yeah, we're gonna do it next year, not this year. We're gonna do it next year. Gotcha. So they finally announced that they're closed, and it's bitter. Oh, I was gonna say it's bittersweet, but realistically, it's nothing sweet about it, right? Because like a lot of like dope moments have happened in the gaming industry. Like a lot of like dope trailers were premiered there, and like a lot of like it was just a lot of like cool moments, and it has been getting like weaker and weaker throughout the years. So like I'm not totally surprised, but it is kind of sad to see it go.
Yeah, for sure.
So the more you know, fun fact. But let us know.
Let us know what that second E is in E3.
Please Google entertainment. So wait, so it's Electronic Entertainment Expo. So the last 10 minutes didn't happen. As an editor, I can make that not happen, but I'm going to choose to keep it in to show the people, to be transparent. Exactly. And let people know how not smart I really am.
We're not perfect. We're just like you.
Unless you're perfect, then we're not like you.
Chris Evans, if you're watching this does not apply to you. You are perfect.
Yes. But let us know what your biggest take of 2023 is. Like, what's the best thing that happened to you? What's the worst? Let us know how you feel about our list. And also, let us know what you're looking forward to most in 2024. If you're also going to be at KatsuCon, hit us up.
We'll be there.
Yeah, what's up? We're gonna be in cosplay. At least I will be. Yeah. We'll talk. But that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. I'm Moya Media.
And I'm Porcus D. Sarah.
And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Watch out for Medusa. You know money seduces. It'll make you douche. It'll make you throw the deuces. Careful what you wish. It might be what you